The Ottumwa Bulldogs play here on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network. Now, let's head right out to the gridiron and join the voice of the Ottumwa Bulldogs, Jason Van Arkel.
Ottumwa High football is on the air. Good evening, everybody. From Schaefer Stadium in the city of Bridges, Jason Van Arkel reporting tonight as your Ottumwa Bulldogs return home. First football game of October, first football game that's felt like fall weather as Ottumwa gets ready to take on the Dragons of Johnston High School. OHS comes in at 1-4, 0-1 in district play, Class 4A District 6, after the Bulldogs fell at Indianola last week. Johnston is 3-2. They are unranked. They are 1-0 in district play. They shut out Des Moines East last week 35-0. In fact, when you look at Johnston, they're not scoring a lot of points, but they're hardly allowing any points, and we'll talk a little bit more about that as we continue with our Bulldog pregame show. We have come on the air 15 minutes before the scheduled kickoff, as we normally do, but tonight it looks like we've come on the air right as the Ottumwa High Marching Band and Choir are about to start the Pledge of Allegiance and the National Anthem. So what we will do right now is take a 2-minute timeout, and when we return, we will continue with the Bulldog pregame show and begin breaking down the matchup between the Bulldogs and the Dragons. Ottumwa High football, Friday night football, back in Ottumwa tonight. Keep it right here on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network. Ooh.
Hi, AJ.
Bike needs some work.
Need a ride? Give 1015 Transit a call. Rates are as low as $2 each way inside Ottumwa city limits. And we serve 10 counties in southeast Iowa. 1015 Transit. Transportation where you need to go.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
This is Jana Brumbaugh, broker and real estate agent at Homegate Real Estate in Ottumwa. Fall is a great time to buy or sell a home. Check out this listing at 45 Brookwood. You'll find this real log cabin, 4-bedroom, 3 full bath home on a small acreage in one of Ottumwa's nicest neighborhoods. Open concept with vaulted ceilings, skylights, and 4 Seasons room with a finished walkout lower level. If you'd like to work with an agent that works hard for you, find me, Jana Brumbaugh, on HomegateSoutheastIowa.com, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate website.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Ottumwa High football, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and a live video stream at OttumwaRadioSports.com. Jason Van Arkel with you from Schaefer Stadium tonight. I've got Annie Argo next to me doing the video producing of the broadcast tonight, and I think we got a tag team back in the studio, both Kyle and Kegan working on the broadcast back at the KBIZ studios to bring you Ottumwa High football here on a very football-like night. Weather conditions are about perfect football weather. In fact, we will check our kickoff conditions right now. 56 degrees, and they say clear skies. It was cloudy earlier. Rain is perhaps coming later tonight. I don't think it'll affect the game. We have a south wind, a very light south wind, almost no wind at all, just 1 mile an hour. So perfect football weather as the Bulldogs get ready to take on the Dragons. So we take a look at the opponent, Johnston. They opened the season with a 27-6 win over Urbandale. Then they suffered their 2 losses, one to Ankeny, 20-7, and then they lost to 6-time defending 4A champion Dowling, 17-7. But Johnston hasn't given up a point since then. They blanked Muscatine 2 weeks ago, 14-0, and then shut out Des Moines East to open district play last week, 35-0. So the Dragons 3-2. Haven't allowed more than 20 points in a game, have 2 shutouts, and another game where they held an opponent to single digits. So the Bulldog offense will be challenged tonight. Ottumwa opened the season, of course, with the win at Burlington, but since then losses to Marshalltown, Newton, Mount Pleasant, and last week Indianola have the Bulldogs at 1-4 and 0-1 in district play. A year ago up at Johnston, this game was not close. The Dragons won at 52-6. Ottumwa only had 116 yards of offense for the game. Kai Glosser did have a receiving touchdown in that game, and Mitch Wood had an interception as well. Glosser, if you were with us last week, you know that he did not play in the Indianola game. He had the flu. He was sick. That's been going around Southeast Iowa. A lot of teams, not just football teams either, cross-country teams, golf teams, volleyball teams, everybody's been dealing with the flu. So Kai should be ready to go tonight. He's listed as the starting tailback and as the starting middle linebacker on Coach Brian Goodvin's depth chart for tonight's game, and so hopefully he will be good to go playing 2 ways tonight against a very talented and very deep Johnston team. We mentioned Coach Goodvin in his first season started 1-0, so he's 1-4 for the career. And Brian Woodley from the famed Woodley coaching tree in Iowa, he's in his 18th season at Johnston, and the records on Quick Stats don't go far enough back to compute his career record, but he's won a lot more than he has lost. And a couple of years ago, he was the Iowa Football Coach of the Year after leading his team to the state semifinals. So Bulldogs and Dragons, we're about 6 minutes or so away from the kick, maybe a bit more than that when they do the coin toss and everything. We'll take another 2-minute timeout, and when we return, we will have tonight's starting lineups. The Bulldog pregame show, it is Bulldog football on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Stop in to RJ Performance and check out their huge selection of all the toys you want, including an awesome showroom for Polaris, Indian, Yamaha, and now Roxers. They also have a huge inventory of new and quality pre-owned bikes, including Harley-Davidson motorcycles. Looking for off-road fun? They have that too, with a huge selection of new and used off-road vehicles. You work hard? It's time to join the fun with a visit to RJ Performance today, where they sell fun and excitement for all.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free, no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
Rhinus Jewelers, the diamond professionals at 405 Church Street in South Ottumwa. We carry diamonds in all different sizes, shapes, and qualities. Add this to the fact that we mount our own diamonds right here and you have a ring of your dreams. Whether you want white gold or yellow gold, round, princess, marquise, pear, or oval diamond, we can create that perfect ring. Check us out on Facebook. Rhinus Jewelers, the diamond professionals at 405 Church Street in South Ottumwa.
Hy-Vee Drugstore. We are your trusted neighborhood pharmacy serving your needs for prescriptions and more. Our friendly service allows us to create trust, loyalty, and friendships. And that's the secret to our success in our community. Did you know the flu shot is your best bet for avoiding the flu this season? Stop in today. No appointment needed. You'll even earn 20 cents off per gallon using your Fuel Saver Plus card. Hy-Vee Drugstore, Ottumwa's favorite neighborhood drugstore.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Johnston won the toss.
Ottumwa High football, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM, KBIZ, and the live video stream at AttumwaRadioSports.com. Johnston wins the opening toss. They defer their choice to the second half, so Ottumwa will have the football, and they will move right to left as we look at it in the opening quarter. And there's really no wind for Johnston to take, so that will not be a factor which end of the field you are going to. So let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. The Bulldog offense, the O-line lines up this way tonight. Tyler Clubb, the left tackle, 5'9", 210, a senior. Quentin Bishop, the left guard, 6 foot 185, a senior. Tanner Holman, the center, 6'1", 245, a senior. Brody Slack, the right guard, 5'9", 220, a junior. And Zach Ross, the right tackle, 6'0", 195, a junior. Adam Denniston, the quarterback, 5'11", 190, a junior. The tailback, Kai Glosser, 6'1", 180, a junior. The fullback, Mitch Woods, starting tonight, 6'1", 185, a junior. Colton McKinnon, the wingback, 5'8", 140, a junior. Drake Handling, the wide receiver, 6'6", 170, a senior. Matt Gravy, the tight end, 6'2", 175, a junior. We're going to kick off a little bit early.
Number 2.
They've taken the final few minutes off the warm-up clock, put 12 minutes up for the first quarter, and OHS is about to receive the opening kick from Johnston. Nick Nyron is their place kicker. They've used both him and Jack Rutz. I believe Rutz is injured. But Nyron averaging about 44 yards per kickoff, I should say. So this could land somewhere between the 15 and the 20-yard line if he's on average. Bulldogs have 2 men deep and another 2 men up. They probably looked at the numbers same as we have. We're ready to go. As Nyron puts his right foot into it, high, end over end, and a little short, but it'll drift down about the 4-yard line, taken by Colton, I believe that's Dominic Delloy, trying to get left and hesitated at the 14. Should have kept his speed going, and he's tackled there. So the Bulldogs take over first down and 10.
By number 5, Brady Hovey.
They credit Brady Hovey with the tackle on that play.
Bulldogs at the 12-yard line.
They mark that back at the 12-yard line. Wait. Don't get me started on official spotting the football. He got to the 14, stopped and was driven back, and they marked him where he fell down. Didn't give him forward progress. I formation on first down. Denniston under center. A handoff to Glosser, and he is hit and spun down at the line of scrimmage. As making the tackle on the play was their linebacker, Aiden Moore, one of their co-leaders in tacklers on the season, and now he's taken the lead.
2nd and 10 at the 12.
Glosser maybe got half a yard, not enough to give him credit for a full yard. 2nd down and long for Ottumwa. Ball on the left hash. Again, Bulldogs in the I formation. And a quick snap, another handoff to Glosser, right side. A little bit more room that time, out across the 15 to the 16, maybe the 17-yard line.
Number 18, Hale.
Tackled by the cornerback that time, Quincy Hale. A gain
out to the
of
17, 5. Brings up 3rd
and it'll make it 3rd and 5. The Bulldog freshman team took on Johnston, battled them hard today, was only down 10-0 at the half, ended up being a 30-0 final. Bulldog freshman team was plagued by some turnovers in the second half. Here at the varsity level, 3rd down and 5. 2 wides go to the right. I formation. Denniston under center gets the snap. And a handoff. Glosser trying to get outside left, and he is tackled again by Aiden Moore for no gain, and it will be 4th down. Now that play may set up a play action a little bit later on, but right now it's 4th down and 5.
At
the offense for Ottumwa was on the field for the moment. Now the punt unit will come on, and Jesus Jaime will kick it away to the Dragons. Quincy Hale is back at the Bulldog 45. Quick snap to get the kickoff. Good kick, driving Hale back. That's going to land over his head. It takes a sideways bounce inside the 40 of Johnston and is downed by Quentin Bishop at about the 37-yard line, maybe the 38, but a good punt by Jesus Jaime. I don't think Johnston believed that Ottumwa could kick it that far. But the Dragons take over first down and 10. 10 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the opening quarter.
Johnston at the 38.
Ball sitting at the Johnston 38-yard line. Now, Johnston's a pretty balanced offense, 495 rushing yards, 673 passing yards. And they start with their quarterback, Noah Stortz, in the shotgun. Brings a man in motion, gets the snap, and it's a handoff and right up the middle, but not for much.
Jordan Rush, the ball
Jordan
carrier,
Rush got the carry, and he met Kai Glosser right in the middle for only a 2-yard gain.
Gain out to the 40. Brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down and 8. Bulldog football brought to you by Josh Brenda and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home. 2 wide to the left, H-back to the right, shotgun formation. Now the H-back motions, and it's a give on the end around to Hale, and he is through into the clear to the 40. Bulldogs trying to catch up to the 20, to the 10, and he scores.
In for the
touchdown Dragons. Boy, Ottumwa just did not get enough guys to the edge there on the left side, and they paid for it. A 60-yard touchdown run for Quincy Hale. He'd only had 16 carries on the season, only averaging less than 2.5 yards a carry, but he got loose on the edge there, and the Bulldogs were a little bit slow to the point of attack. Kind of a swinging gate type extra point lineup. Now they bring it back in and set up normally.
The extra point for Johnston.
Nick Nyron, 11 of 12 on point after tries this year. Ben Brooks, the backup quarterback, is the Johnston holder. There's a snap, good hold, and Andrew Cole nearly got in front of it, but the kick is good. So with 9:30 to go in the opening quarter, Johnston leading 7-0. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Gullet Fence, we're dedicated to providing top-of-the-line fencing services.
Family owned and operated, the experts at Gullet Fence work with residential and commercial property owners throughout the southeast Iowa area. Whether you're interested in privacy, protection, or aesthetics, we offer and install a variety of fence styles and finishes to meet your needs, as well as gate operators and baseball backstops. When you think fence, think Gullet Fence.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared at John, watch me lead though.
Nyron kicking off.
Ottumwa High football, 12:40 a.m., 102.7 FM, KBIZ. Johnston needs just 2 plays to go 62 yards. A 60-yard run on an end around for Quincy Hale. Extra point good, and the Dragons lead 7-0. Kickoff a little shorter this time, taken by Delahoy at the 8. Running left to the 15, trying to get around the corner of the 20s, up sideline 25, 30, 35, and run out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Good kick return that time
by number 3.
By Dominic Delahoy. So Ottumwa with much better field position this time than on their first drive. And they take over first down and 10 at their own 39 with 9:22 to go in the first quarter. Bulldog football brought to you by 1015 Transit, where every ride is open to the public every day. Go to the 1015 Transit website for more information. Shotgun snap and a quick handoff to Glosser. Nothing doing as he is met in the center of that line again. And Aiden Moore again in on that stop.
29, Aiden Moore.
We'll give Kai a yard there. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
He's up 2nd and 9 at the 40.
Bulldogs will send McKinnon wide to the right. Handling wide to the left. Backs in the eye. Denniston with the snap. And a give to Glosser, looking for room left side, and he can't find anywhere to go there.
Tackled by Moore.
And again, Aiden Moore on the stop. Bulldogs maybe need to run away from him.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9. The ball sitting right about at the 40-yard line on the left hash. Bulldogs, of course, the home red uniforms, white lettering, white numbers, white stripes on the sides of the shoulders, white pants with a red vertical stripe, white helmets with the red stripe down the middle, and the red Ottumwa O. Johnston white uniforms, purple and white striping on the shoulders, purple numbers, purple pants with gold and white striping. On 3rd down, snap back to Dennison, bobbles it, picks it up, rolls right, throws on the run, incomplete. It was wide of Glosser, who would have been about a yard short of the first down if it had been on target, but might have been able to turn it upfield.
Brings up 4th and 9.
And it's 4th down. The Bulldogs in much better field position, but still on their own side of the 50. Is Ottumwa going to go for this? And no, they will send the punt unit on after a delay. Now Johnston scrambling to get the punt unit on. Quick snap. Jaime drops it, but gets off a punt. It's a short punt, but he got it off, fortunately, and it will take a Bulldog roll inside the 20 and down to about the 18-yard line. So Jesus Jaime dropped the snap and picked it up and made sure he got a punt off and then got a good roll out of it. So his punting average will stay high. And Johnston will take over with 7:56 to go in the opening quarter. First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Bulldog football brought to you by Jana Brumbaugh at Homegate Real Estate in Ottumwa. Call Jana to buy or sell your home today. Jana is one of the top producing realtors in the area, so call Jana today and you'll see why she's highly recommended.
Ball was touched by the Bulldogs.
Now they've moved the ball out to the Johnston 32. They say Ottumwa touched it there. I didn't see that. Ottumwa had a player running downfield, but the ball bounced to the left of him. I didn't see it touch anybody. Noah Stortz in the shotgun. Play action, back to pass, has time, looking left. Now looks to scramble, cuts inside, breaks a tackle, gets away to the 40, cutting back to the right. Stiff arms a man to midfield and finally knocked out of bounds by Josh Johnson.
Number 15.
But not before a weaving, scrambling run by Noah Stortz of 18 yards.
By number 5, Josh Johnson.
That will take them all the way out to midfield. First down and 10.
At the 50.
Bulldog defensive line coach Kurt Hopkins with a word for the side judge here. Maybe he saw a hold or something that he wants the officials to be aware of. And we said last week that we played Indianola. They looked a little bit like LSU. Johnston's uniforms look like LSU, kind of old school. Send a man in motion out to the left, swing pass out to him. That is Rush. The tailback to the 45 to the 40 with great speed to the 30. And Delahoy and Andrew Cole get him down along with Johnson, but all the way down to the 25-yard line. Swing pass goes for 25 yards.
Number 11, Jordan Rush.
To Jordan Rush. And Johnston on the move again. First down and 10 at the Bulldog 25.
Brought down by Johnson. First and 10.
Ball
Johnston
on the left hash.
25.
Johnston, white uniforms, white helmet, gold and purple striping. A Johnston logo on the right side and the player's number on the left. Quarterback draw on first down here. Stortz to the right side, picks his way inside the 20 and drags a tackler down to the 15. Kai Glosser got him down there. But that's 10 yards for Stortz and another first down.
Gain of 10 on the play.
Stortz only a sophomore, 6'3", 205, 52% passer on the season, 5 touchdowns, 2 picks. Well, his only pass so far has been a little swing pass to a running back. In the shotgun. Ottumwa flinched. Did they cross the line? No, they did not. The hard count didn't work for Johnston. Now they look to the sideline to get the play. Wides to either side. H-back on the left and a tailback on the left at the left hip of Stortz, and he'll give it to that tailback right up the middle. I think it's Brady Hovey, the number 2 tailback, and he'll get 5 yards down to the 10 before being taken down by Zach Ross.
Brought down by Glosser and Ross.
Give Glosser credit on the tackle as well. Second down and 5, Johnston from the Ottumwa 10. Bulldogs already down 7-0, 6:15 and counting, second quarter. Johnston breaks the huddle. They're kind of taking their time now. Wideout goes left. Now they'll run Hale to the right. Stortz brings Hale in motion, gets a snap, and play action quarterback keeper up the middle on the zone read, and Stortz is hit hard and spun down, but not before he gets to the 4-yard line. Ross got him down, but it is first and goal for Johnston after the 6-yard gain on second down and 5.
First and goal for Johnston, just inside the 5.
Let's see if Ottumwa can stiffen up here and keep the Dragons out of the end zone. First and goal, Johnston from the 4. 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Stortz gets the snap, gives it to Rush. He's hit at the point of attack and taken down. Good Rush stop that time by Brody Slack.
Bishop.
No gain on the play, second down and goal.
Slack. No gain on the play.
Well, Ottumwa gets
second and goal at the 4.
One of the stops they need here. And Johnston came into this game, I think 129 pass attempts on 155 rushes, very balanced. They've only thrown the ball once so far. On second down, Stortz with the snap, quarterback keeper left side, trying to pick his way. He's hit, but he falls forward into the end zone, and Johnston scores again. 4-yard touchdown run for Noah Stortz. And the Dragons have a chance to double their lead at the 4:47 mark of the opening quarter. For Stortz, that is his first rushing touchdown of the year. Johnston again with the kind of the swinging gate formation before shifting into the traditional PAT. Nick Nyron on for his second point after try. Snap is down, kick is up. Boy, Andrew Cole's going to block one of these this year, but he didn't get that one. 14-0 Johnston, back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
0.
Nothing says summer like hitting the open road. Get your vehicle summer driving ready. Cruising to work with the windows open and the convertible top down, going to the local fairs, or taking your much-needed holiday on the open road. Ray's Rapid Lube and Car Wash can get your car summer driving ready. Oil changes to the touchless car wash. Quick car wash to the super car wash. Ray fits in your budget so you can put more in your tank. Ray's Rapid Lube, 301 North Madison in Ottumwa.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Ottumwa High football brought to you by Community First Credit Union with over 16 locations to serve you. 4:47 to go second quarter. Johnston 14, Ottumwa nothing. Kind of a low bouncing kick that'll be taken by Mitch Wood, the up man at the 15, goes left to the 20 and knocks a man over as he falls to about the 25-yard line. That's where the Bulldogs take over first down and 10. Johnston scoring drive, 7 plays, 68 yards. Noah Stort's a 4-yard touchdown run. Took 3 minutes and 9 seconds off the clock. Ottumwa down, again, 14-0. Bulldogs have gone 3 and out twice. They come out in the I formation, single wide to the right, tight end on the left, H-back on the right. Play action rolling out is Dennison under pressure, gets away, had his face mask hit, but there wasn't grabbed, they won't call it, and he is sacked back at the 15-yard line. Now they'll make it the 16, so it's a loss of 9. Not sure which Johnston player got in there and sacked him, but regardless, it is second down and long. Bulldogs will send a wide out to the right. Double wing formation here. Quick give and finding a few yards off the right side is Mitch Wood.
Tackle by Moore.
Gain of 2 on the play. And it will be third down and 17.
Gains up to the 18, which brings up
Bulldogs, we need to get to the 35 for a first down here. And again, we've tried not to belabor the point too much, but the passing game really missing Trey Swartz, who's been out since the Newton game with the ankle injury. Ottumwa hopes to get him back maybe as early as next week, more realistically 2 weeks when we take on Des Moines East. 3 wide to the right on third down and long. And a draw play to Wood, and Johnston not fooled. Mitch hit at the line. He fights forward for a couple of yards.
To the 21.
Give him 3 there on that run. But it is fourth down and 14. Ottumwa again delaying a moment. Now the punt unit will come on. Hale again goes back deep to receive the punt. He hasn't received either of the first 2. Quick snap to Jaime, gets it away, end over end, and Hale takes this one, bobbles it, drops it, still on the ground, picks it up, spins away from one tackler, and is hit hard at the end of the play at the 47-yard line.
Return for Johnston. Hit by number 10, Cade Hoagland.
Cade Hoagland, the freight train who came in and hit him at the end. But Johnson with good field position, 2:44 to go. In the first quarter, they have it at their own 47-yard line.
For Johnston at the 47-yard line.
So the Dragons come back onto the field. Someone needs a spark. 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right. H-back to the right as well. Stort's all by himself in that shotgun. Throws a quick hitch. It is caught and taken down at the Ottumwa 46-yard line is Luke Woodley, the senior.
Stort's pass is complete to
one of their starting wide receivers.
Luke Woodley.
Gain of 7 on the play. Ottumwa playing off coverage there. Johnson going no huddle. They'll bring a slot man in motion and give it to Rush, trying to get around the left side. And he's got room to the 40, but there is a flag down to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, and he's into the end zone. But there is a flag back at the Ottumwa 49. And the Johnston PAT team is being told not to come onto the field here.
Flag on the play.
The flag is on the opposite side from where the play went. And it is a hold on the backside against Johnston, and that will erase a 46-yard touchdown run. Well, Ottumwa can take a deep breath there and maybe regroup a little bit. The referee is asking the Ottumwa coaching staff if they want to accept the holding penalty. Let's see, we could accept the penalty, move back 10 yards, or we could decline the penalty and let them have a touchdown. Gee, what shall we do? Mr. Head Referee, sir, I think that was a pretty obvious choice. I don't think you had to ask. So the holding call will move the ball back to the 41 of Johnston and makes it second down and 17. See if Ottumwa can maybe pin its ears back in after the quarterback here. 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Storts gets the snap, looking left, fires quick in the flat. It is caught, and out to about the 48-yard line is Cale Nesheim, a junior receiver.
Tackle.
Leads them with 3 receiving touchdowns.
Brings up third.
Gain of 7.
And 8.
Third down and 8. 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Storts rolling out to his right. Throws on the run. It is caught. No, knocked away, incomplete, as Dominic Delahoy knocks it out of the hands of Woodley. Would have been shy of the first down anyway, and it is 4th down.
Incomplete.
Thanks to the penalty,
on the coverage.
The Bulldogs have put Johnston. Well, they said 4th and it is 4th and 8.
At the 49.
And Johnston will bring on the punt unit. Storts is also their punter, averaging 33 yards a punt.
Storts in punt formation.
Ottumwa has a deep man back at the 20. Got to watch a fake here. Now he'll kick it away, and that is a low kick away from Delahoy. Rolls inside the 15 and out of bounds right about at the 10-yard line.
Punt rolls out of bounds.
Boy, Johnston could run a fake so easily from that formation, especially with their quarterback being their punter. But this time they play it straight. And with 1:36 to go in the opening quarter, Ottumwa has it first down and 10. They mark it out actually at the 11-yard line. Ottumwa down 14-0. So far, the Bulldogs barely have positive yardage, as they'll give it to Colt McKinnon on the end around from the wingback spot, and he is tripped up. Ball came out, but he was down first. He loses 2 back to the 9.
Thilgis.
Tackle made on the play by Jake Thilgis, their middle linebacker.
Lost back to the 9.
Second down and 12. I think Ottumwa right now has a net total of 0 yards offensively. 2 wide to the right, the short side. 2 backs in the backfield on either side of Dennison in the shotgun, and the back on the right ran too early. And that'll be a false start, and Ottumwa's going the wrong way here.
False start on the Bulldogs.
Clock under a minute now, 59.3 in the opening quarter.
Ball's placed at the 5-yard line.
Move the ball half the distance to the goal, back to the 5.
17.
Second down and 16. They're at the 5. They need to get to the 21. What does Ottumwa have in the playbook here? This could be the final play of the opening quarter if it's not incomplete or out of bounds. Double wing formation. There's a snap and a quick give to the fullback in that formation.
Wood on the carry.
Mitch Wood with the carry gets a couple of yards out to the 7-yard line. And it is third down.
Tackled by Helgeson.
And 14. I think Ottumwa was going to let the clock run out and
3rd and 15 for the
think about
Bulldogs.
this play call before they have to snap it to start the second quarter. So at the end of the first quarter, Johnston leading Ottumwa 14-0. We're back in 1 minute on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
With the kids in school, it's time to do something for me. So I picked up the phone and called Bliss. The girls knew exactly how to get my spunk back. First the color, cut, and then my nails. I definitely needed some me time.
The season is changing, and now is a time for a new you. At Bliss, now is the time to try Aveda's new diverse colors, giving you textures. New to Bliss's nails. Make a reservation for a complete new you. Bliss, your local Aveda salon at West 3rd Street in Ottumwa and 105 North Main in Fairfield.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Thank you in advance.
Start of the second quarter, Ottumwa High football here on KBIZ and on OttumwaRadioSports.com. Ottumwa has 3rd down and 14 from its own 7-yard line. Snap back to Denniston, throws it deep down the left side. Cole trying to get to it, overthrown, incomplete, but barely by about a yard. Andrew Cole had a step on the defender out in midfield. Ottumwa took a shot. Good throw by Denniston, just a bit too far, and it is 4th down. Now the Bulldogs will have to punt from their end zone.
4th and 14 for
Ottumwa High football brought to you by Dr. Dwayne Petrito at Petrito Orthodontics. In Ottumwa and Oskaloosa, where they want to give you a smile that lasts a lifetime. Call today for an appointment. Jaime's punt bounces at the 39 of Johnston, takes an Ottumwa roll. It'll get into Johnston territory and roll dead at their 47-yard line.
Jaime's punt rolls dead at the
And Johnston will start this drive at the same place they started their last drive. They were forced to punt, thanks in part to a penalty. They take over here with 11:41 to go in the second quarter. Bulldog football brought to you by Rick and the staff at RJ Performance in Ottumwa, where they sell fun and excitement for all. First down and 10. Johnston will spread it out. 2 wide left, 2 wide right. H-back on the right. Stortz alone. Now he brings Rush in motion. Gives it to him on the end around, trying to turn the corner. He's at the 50 to the 45. He's tackled at about the 42, 43-yard line. Dragged down by Colton Carnahan, the defensive end. And we may have a flag on the far side here. There it is. It's sitting at the Ottumwa 47, and Johnston's called for another hold. So that's a first down run taken off the books. During the quarter break here at Schaefer Stadium on the public address system,
on the drive,
they announced that Ottumwa and Johnston are passing around a Des Moines East football helmet tonight. We'll explain why after this play.
1st and 14.
2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Now they motion the slot man, and it is a give to the tailback and a lot of room up the middle inside the 50 to the 48, maybe the 47. Brady Hovey.
Brought down by Glosser.
And he will get it, as we said, back to the 47-yard line. That's a gain of about 10 yards. And it sets up
2nd and 5.
Second down and about 5. Well, about 4. 2 wide right, 1 to the left again. Now they motion the tight end across the formation. There's a snap. Quarterback keeper. Stortz, 45 to the 40. Tripped up. Or he'd have had a lot more. Good job on the play.
Tripped up by number 22.
By Andy Palma, who got the start tonight at weak side linebacker. But that's down to the 42, a gain of 5 for Stortz. And another Johnston first down.
At the 37.
The Des Moines East helmet is being passed to raise funds for the family of East High football player Dominic Reedburn, who was killed last weekend in a car accident. Play action pass, and trying to get away is
Stortz as a ball carrier.
Stortz, and he got back to the line.
Brought down by Jacobs.
As Gabe Jacobs nearly had the sack. He doesn't get a sack because Stortz gets across the line for a gain of 1.
Gain down to
good
the
pressure there by Ottumwa to force Stortz off the spot, 2nd down and 9. Hard to tell a story that needs to be told while we're keeping track of the game as well. We'll do our best here.
Richard Palin families.
2 wide left, 2 wide right on 2nd down. Stortz gets the snap, back to pass. Here comes the pressure, throws it short and bounced in front of the intended receiver at the 30, incomplete. Again, the pressure forced the quick throw.
Number 82.
Pass was intended for Tyler Moore, another wide receiver for the Dragons. 3rd down and 9. As we were telling you, Dominic Reedburn was a 16-year-old wide receiver for Des Moines East, and he was killed in a car accident last weekend. Tragedy that's shaken East to the core as Johnston on 3rd down hands it off in the end around. They have the 1st down and more. That's Hale again, who had the touchdown run earlier. He's all the way down to the Ottumwa 16.
Hale on the carry.
It's a gain of 20 on the play.
And on the stop for Ottumwa.
And Johnston's in the red zone. But
at the 15.
Des Moines East, a school that Ottumwa is considered a rival in many sports, and they've been in our district now last year and this year. We play Des Moines East 2 weeks from tonight, but a tragedy that shook not just Des Moines East, but this district and the CIML Metro Conference. It's on 1st down. Johnston hands it off to Brady Hovey, and he rumbles inside the 10.
Number 5, Brady Hovey.
They'll mark him down at the 9, I believe.
Ross.
Gain of 7. 2nd down and 3.
2nd and 4 at the 9.
Johnston, comes out with 2 wide to the right, 1 wide to the left. Stortz has the snap, and it is a play-action throw, leaping catch, and a touchdown for the slot receiver, Cale Nesheim.
Cale Nesheim for the Johnston
And Johnston
touchdown.
is up 20-0 pending the extra point. For Stortz, his 6th touchdown pass of the year, the 4th TD catch for Nesheim. And Nick Nyron on for their extra point. We're going to keep it here after the point after try. The kick is good, and so 8:35 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Johnston leading 21-0. Again, though, we are going to keep it right here. I want to finish the story about Dominic Reedburn, the East High player who was killed in the
Johnston 21
traffic accident last weekend. It was a Saturday incident.
Honey will be performing alongside Uncle on October 18th.
Tonight, East is playing Waukee at home, if I remember correctly, tonight. And East has been selling T-shirts in memory of Dominic Reedburn. And they've encouraged their fans to buy them, and all the money goes to the Reedburn family. And Waukee, as a visiting team, they were encouraging their fans who were traveling across town to go to that game to buy those T-shirts as well. So a great gesture by Waukee. And tonight here, a great gesture by Ottumwa and Johnston, passing around that Des Moines East helmet, I believe is what they said, to raise some more money for that family. And certainly when East comes here to Schaefer Stadium in a couple of weeks, we'll pay a tribute again to Dominic Reedburn. By all accounts, a great young man, tragically lost his life. And not just a tragedy because he was a football player. Anytime a young man loses his life, it's a tragedy. And certainly our hearts go out to our friends up at Des Moines East. The Johnston kickoff is into the end zone for a touchback, and Ottumwa will take over 1st down and 10 at its own 20, trailing 21-0 with 8:35 to go.
Bulldogs
here in the first half.
At the 20.
Johnston's scoring drive, 7 plays, 53 yards. As Ottumwa will come out in an I formation on 1st down and 10. Now they motion the tight end and wing back over to the left side. Handoff trying to get right is Glosser, and boy, just nothing there. He loses a yard to the 19. Pardon me, that's Gage Cole on the carry.
33, Gage Cole is a ball carrier.
But he will lose a yard.
Tackled by number 33, Aiden Askelson.
That tackle is credited to Aiden Askelson, a reserve linebacker, as Johnston is
2nd and 10 at the 20.
a very deep football team. They have quite a large roster. We'll see that again next week from Waukee as well. I formation on 2nd down. Pitch it out to the left. That is Cole trying to get to the corner. Gage,
the ball carrier,
unable to turn the corner, and he's stopped for no gain. Ottumwa just not able to find a way to move the football. Their biggest gain all night is 5 yards, and that was on the second snap of the game.
Losses back to the 19-yard line, brings
third
up
down and 11.
And 11.
Gage Cole comes off and Kai Glosser back in. Ottumwa probably going to put this ball in the air. 2 wide left, 1 to the right. Rominger is wide right. Johnson, I think, was offside, although I don't think they flagged it. Here's a deep ball right side for Rominger. Going to be a jump ball, and it is incomplete.
Dennison's pass.
Rominger battling on the play.
Intended for number 12.
With cornerback Cade Godwin.
Rominger.
Blaze had it for a moment, and he had more of the football than Godwin did, but he couldn't hang on as his back hit the turf.
Brings
and
up
it is
4th
fourth down.
At the 19.
And Ottumwa has gone 3 and out on every series. Jaime gets the punt away, kind of a wobbler. That'll land at midfield, take a sideways hop, and be down by Cole at the Ottumwa 49. And that is where Johnston will take over first down and 10 with 7:01 to go until halftime.
By number 7, Andrew Cole at the 49-yard line where Johnston will take over.
Bulldog football brought to you by Ottumwa's Hy-Vee Pharmacy. If you have any questions, maybe need something for the sniffles, coughs, or a stuffy nose, or need a flu shot, head to Ottumwa's Hy-Vee Pharmacy. They want to keep your player on the field and you cheering from the sidelines. Bulldog football also brought to you by Bliss. They have the stylists who know all about the Avita products. They're all natural and environmentally friendly for men and women. Reserve your appointment today at Bliss on West 3rd Street in Ottumwa and 105 North Main in Fairfield. Johnston 2 wide left, 1 to the right, slot man in motion. It's another end around to rush on first down and 10. It's got a hole inside the 30, or inside the 40, I should say.
Number 11, Jordan Rush is the ball
Jordan
carrier.
Rush has another first down run. Kai Glosser got him to the turf, but 10 yards and a first down for Jordan Rush.
Play. First and 10, Johnston at the 39.
Clock ticking, 6:53 and counting, second quarter. Johnston leading 21-0. 2 wide right, 1 to the left this time. Now the slot man again in motion. And this time a quarterback keeper. Stortz is grabbed by the ankles as a flag comes down at the 35. Stortz ahead to the 33, but let's check the laundry here. Johnson's been flagged for holding a couple of times, and this time it's a block in the back against the Dragons.
Illegal block.
So that'll move him back. Johnston was not able to overcome the first holding penalty. They had to punt. They overcame the second one at the start of their last drive and eventually scored a touchdown. This holding penalty moves them back to the Ottumwa 46-yard line and makes it first down and 15. 10 yards from the spot of the foul on the block in the back.
First and 17 for Johnston at the Bulldog 46.
Pardon me, first down and 17. 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Stortz will get the snap. Quick throw out to the right. Ooh, it's caught at the 40 by Hale, and he's twisted down about the 37. Zach Ross, if he'd been 1 step quicker, would have at least had a hand on that pass. And maybe a step and a half quicker. He picks it off, and he's going to the house.
Andrew Cole on the stop.
Call it a gain of 5 on the play. Second down, no huddle, end around to Rush. Trying to get to the edge. Bulldogs knocked down in front of him. He's inside the 30 and spun down, but a flag comes down late.
Number 11.
And we'll see what this flag is.
Flag on the play.
Johnson walking back again, and they're called for a hold. And this came right at the end, so that erases another first down they would have had. Bulldog fans, the students into a hearty "you can't do that" chant. And so 10 yards from that spot puts it back at the 39-yard line. And so after a couple of big runs and a couple of penalties, it's second down and 10. It's as if they just threw an incomplete pass on first down. So again, 2 wide left, 2 wide right, single back in the backfield next to Noah Stortz, the quarterback. Gets a snap, back to pass, looking right. Shuffles his feet, lobs it, corner route. It is caught, and into the end zone for the touchdown is Cale Nesheim for his second score of the game.
For a Johnston touchdown.
Well, that time in coverage was Isaac Eaton, the safety, and he just couldn't quite get there. So that is a 39-yard touchdown pass for Noah Stortz. And it comes at the 5:25 mark of the second quarter. Once again, it is Nick Nyron on for the extra point.
Nyron in for the extra point.
$27-0 pending this kick. Good snap, good hold. The kick is high and good. 5:25 second quarter, 28-0. Ottumwa trailing. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Jackie King, owner of TSD Embroidery, the Stitch Doctor. I just want to thank our customers as I know you have options. My staff and I truly appreciate your business. Not only are you supporting a locally owned business, you are supporting 3 different families, putting clothes on their children, paying bills, food on the table, and helping them reach their personal dreams. Shopping local truly means more than what people think. If you haven't stopped into the Stitch Doctor, I personally invite you. TSD Embroidery, the Stitch Doctor, 115 East Main Street, downtown Ottumwa. Thank you for shopping local.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Delahoy deep for the Bulldogs.
Ottumwa High football, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, live video stream at OttumwaRadioSports.com. And the Bulldogs in a hole against Johnston at home tonight, trailing 28-0. Nick Nyron's kick is end over end and deep, and Delahoy has it about the 3, up the right side of the 10, outside of the 15, and run out of bounds shy of the 20-yard line. Bulldogs doing a lot of horizontal running on these kick returns, and I'm not sure it's done them a lot of favors. Delahoy had one good kick return. The other ones
16-yard line
have not resulted in great field position. Ottumwa has it first down and 10 at their own 16, 5:21 to go second quarter. That last drive for Johnston, 3 plays, 49 yards, not counting the 2 penalties. Minute 34 off the clock, 39-yard touchdown pass from Noah Stortz to Cale Nesheim. Adam Deniston in the shotgun on first down, back to pass, looking left, fires out, and it is caught across the 20.
Pass is complete.
Is that Rominger out there?
To number 12.
It is Blaze Rominger.
Rominger.
And he has the 23-yard line, so a gain of 7.
Drew Giron.
And maybe that's what Ottumwa needs to do here.
On the play. Second.
Start hitting that quick passing game. Hitches, slants, curls. Take a deep shot when you can. 2 wide to the right on second down and 3. And it is a handoff up the middle and fighting for yardage.
Number 33
is Gage Cole. That's who I thought it was. He's a yard shy of the first down. Give him 2.
Tackled by Hale.
And third down and 1. Ottumwa lines up quick I formation. Quarterback sneak. And I don't think, he dives forward and he's got it. Boy, the initial surge was held up, but Deniston kept the feet moving, found a hole, and Ottumwa has its first down of the game.
For a Bulldog first down.
Out to the 27, a gain of 2. So first down and 10 for Ottumwa. Wide to either side. 2 backs flanking Deniston in the shotgun. Back to pass. Throws that hitch and miscommunication there is.
Deniston's pass.
I think Rominger ran a curl up the seam and Deniston threw it out in the flat, but it's a good thing he didn't throw it where Rominger was because 2 defenders were undercutting that route.
Ball was tipped.
Second down and 10.
Tyler Cronley.
Pass may have been tipped as well. So second down and 10, Ottumwa from their own 27-yard line, trailing 28-0. Double wing formation. Deniston Gives it to Cole, looking for room left side, has a seam, cuts back, and he's out across the 40 to the 41-yard line. Biggest play so far of the night for Ottumwa, and another Bulldog first down.
Tackle by Jerron.
That's a gain of 14 for Gage Cole. Now Ottumwa try to turn this momentum into something bigger. First down and 10. Again, the double wing formation. Single wide out to the right, and a quick hitter up the middle. I think that's Mitch Wood, and he's fighting for yardage. Won't get a lot, did get a couple.
Wood on the carry, brought down by number 44.
Mark it at the 43, second down and 8.
Game 2 on the play.
3.5 minutes to go until halftime. Each team has all of its timeouts. And Ottumwa breaks the huddle. They will stay with that double wing formation. Second down and 8. There's a snap. Play action, quick throw, and incomplete. Dennison faked that end around again to Gage Cole, and then was under immediate pressure. Tried to get it out to Mitch Wood in the flat, but the timing
Caleb Helgeson on the
was disrupted by the pressure, and it is third down and 8.
3rd and 8 for the Bulldogs.
Andrew Cole will come on, and
at the 43.
That will give Ottumwa some extra speed out there. Kai Glosser coming onto the field as well. Cole goes wide left. 3 other receivers go wide right. Single back in the backfield next to Dennison in the shotgun. Johnston shows blitz. They come. Dennison's got room to run. Trying to scramble, get to the right. He's hit, and he's taken down at about the 46-yard line.
Dennison is the ball carrier.
And we've got whistles from the far side, and Johnston may have called timeout here.
Tackle was
we have a penalty here against Ottumwa.
Flag on the play.
Holding is the call. And there's the flag in the backfield. I didn't see it at first, and 10 yards from this spot is going to put Ottumwa way behind the 8 ball. Move it back to their own 26-yard line. They have to get to the Johnston 49. That hold was back behind where Dennison was set up trying to throw before he took off and ran. Third down and about agency. 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Dennison will get the shotgun snap, wants to throw, steps up, tries to evade the rush, is grabbed from behind and taken down for a sack, a short sack.
Dennison's the ball carrier.
Loss of 1. And now it is 4th down.
Brought down by 88, Tyler Cronledge.
Credit Tyler Cronledge, the defensive end, with the sack for the Dragons.
And 26.
4th and 26. Johnston could have used a timeout there. Instead, they'll let the clock run as Ottumwa hustling the punt unit onto the field. Not sure if they were quite set or not, but Jaime gets away. A good punt, end over end, taken by Hale at the 42. Fumbles it as he got hit, and one of his teammates got on it back at the 35-yard line. Andrew Cole knocked that ball loose, but Johnston had a player in the area ready to fall on it. Well, that's one of those breaks Ottumwa wishes they could get in a game like this. Johnston has it first down and 10 at their own 35. 2 minutes, 11 seconds to go until halftime. Bulldog football brought to you by the Stitch Doctor. They want you to score big with custom embroidery or screen printing featuring your favorite player or team. For shirts, bags, hats, stadium chairs, coolers, and jackets, the Stitch Doctor in downtown Ottumwa. The Ottumwa hat I'm wearing now, that came from the Stitch Doctor. First down and 10, back to pass is Storts. Looking left side, he's hit, and he is sacked. Back inside the 30-yard line.
Jesus Jaime
with the sack. The big junior takes him down for a loss of nearly 9.
Loss of 8 on the play.
Call it officially a loss of 8.
At the 27.
That is the first sack of the season for Jesus Jaime. 3 wide left, 1 to the right on second down and 18. And quarterback keeper faking the end around Storts, and he doesn't get much. He gets out to the 31, but that's it. Kai Glosser with the tackle. And now a timeout is taken by Johnston, even though they've got third down and long. So we'll take 30 seconds and return. Minute 33 to go until halftime on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Dixon's Floors and More, we don't mind being different, as long as the difference is better. With hundreds of brands to choose from, including the largest manufacturers in the industry, we transform the volume of products we carry into lower prices for you. Don't start your project without starting at Dixon's Floors & More.
Mention you saw this video and receive 5% off your entire purchase at Dixon's Floors & More in Ottumwa.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wait now we up now. And when we touch down,
Ottumwa High football on KBIZ, brought to you by Shannon and the team at Dixon's Floors & More. Stop in today, check out the awesome showroom, and let Shannon give you a free estimate for flooring, cabinets, and fireplaces at Dixon's Floors & More, just past Walmart in Ottumwa. Johnston facing third down and 13 from their own 32-yard line. 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Ottumwa shows blitz. Wood trying to get there. Stortz moved off his spot, scrambling left, has some room to run to the 35, to the 40. He's hit, and he is down short of the first down as Ottumwa closes in on him. Kai Glosser gets him down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they needed 13. 4th down and 2, and what will Johnston do here? They're changing some personnel, and again, Stortz is their quarterback and their punter.
At the 43.
And it looks like the Dragons will go for it with a minute to go in the half. Stortz with the snap, quarterback keeper right side. He'll get the first down, and he's got a lot more. 45, 40, and he's taken down by the ankles by Josh Johnson inside the 35, all the way down to the Ottumwa 31-yard line.
First and 10 for Johnston.
26-yard run on 4th down for Noah Stortz. And now they run no huddle. Back to pass. Here comes a blitz. Hit as he throws. Kind of a wobbler, underthrown, incomplete. And again, that's Jesus Jaime breaking in and putting a hit on Stortz.
Jaime on the rush.
Pass was intended down there for Tyler Moore. Again, with the contact, it was well underthrown. Josh Johnson was the only player who might have had any shot at it, but that ball landed about 5 yards out of his reach. Boy, when that ball left his hand, a wounded duck, I was hoping Ottumwa could get under it and pick it off. 2nd down and 10, Johnston from the Ottumwa 31, 38.3 seconds to go in the half. 3 wide left, 1 to the right. Stortz back to pass, throws it out to the right. It is caught, sliding catch, staying in bounds, getting the first down over there is Luke Woodley. Down to the 19-yard line.
To Woodley.
Gain of 12.
First down, Johnston.
Clock rolling now as Stortz throws it left, throws for the end zone, and a leaping catch. Did he hang on?
Pass is complete.
Yes, he did. Touchdown,
the touchdown
to Tyler Moore.
To number 82, Tyler Moore.
A 19-yard touchdown pass, and Johnston, despite the early sack, executes the 2-minute drill and scores again. If they hit this extra point, we'll start the second half with a running clock. A 19-yard touchdown pass, a fade pattern to the quarter in the end zone. Nyron on for the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. 35-0 Johnston, back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, this is Danielle from Danny's Auto Supply in Ottumwa. I'd like to personally invite you to come see us for all of your auto parts needs. We are the only locally owned parts store in town, and we offer the lowest prices on most products. We stock all the major brands like Moog, Ray Bestis, Baldwin, and Dayco, just to name a few. Stop in and see me and our friendly team at Danny's Auto Supply next to Dollar General on East Main Street in Ottumwa. Or just give us a call at 682-8097, and don't forget to like us on Facebook.
Watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate.
Ottumwa High football brought to you by Danielle and the staff at Danny's Auto Supply next to Dollar General on East Main Street in Ottumwa. See Danny's for the best prices on auto parts in town, and don't forget they were also voted the number one place in town to get your oil changed. This bouncing kickoff is taken by, I think, Mitch Wood, the up man, who just
kickoff is down by Wood.
Took a knee as he caught it at about the 22-23 yard line. 18.9 seconds remaining in the half. Ottumwa trailing 35-0. And they'll start the final drive of the half, we presume, at their own 22-yard line. Scoring drive for Johnston, 7 plays, 65 yards, a minute 49. Noah Storts to Tyler Moore, a 19-yard touchdown pass. His third TD pass of the game, 35-0 Johnston. Ottumwa I formation, 2 wide left. And a quick give up the middle to the fullback Mitch Wood, fighting for yardage. Just cannot get away.
Wood on the carry.
Call it no gain.
29, Aiden Moore.
And that will be the end of the first half. Well, Johnston doing what they were supposed to do. They lead Ottumwa 35-0 as we go to our halftime break. We'll take 3 minutes, come back, and begin the Vice Transmission halftime show on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Mark Frimeware, new owner of Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, Iowa. Leagues are now forming, so call us at Champion Bowl to join the fun. We have new hours to better serve you. We are open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to midnight, and noon to 10 every Sunday. If you just want to hang out in the lounge, we have a full bar and a great menu. Make sure and like us on Facebook for weekly fun and special at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, where bowling is fun.
For excellence in auto body work and paint jobs, there is only one place to go, R&K Body Pros. They pride themselves on being a local business who puts their customers first. Not only do they do quality work, they do estimates, insurance jobs, and will work with clients on deductibles. If you are in an accident, see R&K Body Pros to get your car back to normal. They work with all insurances, making sure you're happy with your outcome. Excellence is what you can expect when you work with R&K Body Pros at 315 East 2nd Street in downtown Ottumwa.
David and Debbie Truitt, owners of Truitt Abstract Company in Ottumwa and Davis County Abstract and Title in Bloomfield, are proud to sponsor local sports in their communities. Truitt Abstract Company and Davis County Abstract and Title work closely with realtors, attorneys, banks, mortgage, finance companies, builders and developers, credit unions, and government agencies to ensure a prompt and accurate abstract or certificate of title.
Abstractors are available Monday through Friday from 8 to 4:30 at Truitt Abstract Company in Ottumwa and 7 to 3:30 at Davis County Abstract and Title in Bloomfield.
Coal Palace Cafe and Books invites you to stop in and try their real, not fast, fresh, never frozen, made in-house menu, which is sure to satisfy. Start your day with their fresh brewed coffee or one of their specialty drinks and a delicious breakfast. Stop in for a cup of one of their homemade soups, a sandwich, or salad for lunch. Don't forget dessert. At Coal Palace Cafe and Books, your purchases help our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Check out their gently used books while you wait. That's Coal Palace Cafe and Books at 226 West Main Street, Ottumwa.
Ooh.
Hi, AJ.
Bike needs some work.
Need a ride? Give 1015 Transit a call. Rates are as low as $2 each way inside Ottumwa city limits. And we serve 10 counties in southeast Iowa. 1015 Transit. Transportation where you need to go.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I ain't choose the gang chose me.
We are at halftime. Welcome into the Vice Transmission halftime show. Visit Vice Transmission online at viceautomotive.com. Bulldog football, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM, KBIZ, and a live video stream at AttumwaRadioSports.com. Jason Van Arkel with you at Schaefer Stadium tonight. Annie is our on-site video producer. Kegan is our producer back at the KBIZ studios. Not a good first half for Ottumwa. You knew the game would be tough tonight. Johnston with a 35-0 lead as we are into the halftime break. We take a look at the scoring summary. Johnston, after forcing Ottumwa to go 3 and out, scored on its opening drive, second play from scrimmage, an end around to Quincy Hale, who took it 60 yards. for a score. That made it 7-0 Dragons at the 9:30 mark of the opening quarter. On Johnston's next possession, a more methodical drive, 7 plays, 68 yards. The quarterback, Noah Stortz, a 4-yard touchdown run at the 4:47 mark of the first quarter. That made it 14-0. Ottumwa did force a Johnston punt late in the first quarter, but then Johnston got the ball back early in the second quarter. They went 53 yards in 7 plays. Stortz threw his first touchdown pass, a 9-yard touchdown pass to Cale Nesheim. That made it 21-0, 8:35 in the quarter. And then on the ensuing Ottumwa possession with 3 and out, then Johnston got it back near midfield, went 49 yards in 3 plays, and Stortz found Nesheim for a 39-yard touchdown pass, made it 28-0. The Dragons would get it back with 2:11 to go in the half, and they would use most of that time to drive down and score once more. They scored with 22 seconds left in the half. Stortz found Tyler Moore for a 19-yard touchdown pass, third TD pass of the game for Stortz, and that made the score 35-0. That is where we are at halftime. And with a score of 35-0, that means we will have a running clock when the second half gets underway, and it will be Johnston to receive that second half kickoff. The Ottumwa High Marching Band out on the field performing their halftime routine as we continue with the Vice Transmission halftime show. We'll take a 3-minute timeout, come back, and take a look at the Bulldogs stats, what few stats there are to talk about. It's Bulldog football on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
This is Jana Brumbaugh, broker and real estate agent at Homegate Real Estate in Ottumwa. Fall is a great time to buy or sell a home. Check out this property at 1210 East Court. This ranch-style home is a rare find on Ottumwa's north side. This home features a beautiful sunroom, walkout lower level, and fenced-in backyard in a perfect location. Home is being offered with a 1-year warranty. If you'd like to work with an agent that works hard for you, find me, Jana Brumbaugh, on HomegateSoutheastIowa.com, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate website.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
Stop in RJ Performance and check out their huge selection of all the toys you want, including an awesome showroom for Polaris, Indian, Yamaha, and now Roxers. They also have a huge inventory of new and quality pre-owned bikes, including Harley-Davidson motorcycles. Looking for off-road fun? They have that too, with a huge selection of new and used off-road vehicles. You work hard? It's time to join the fun with a visit to RJ Performance today, where they sell fun and excitement for all.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
Hy-Vee Drugstore. We are your trusted neighborhood pharmacy serving your needs for prescriptions and more. Our friendly service allows us to create trust, loyalty, and friendships. And that's the secret to our success in our community. Did you know the flu shot is your best bet for avoiding the flu this season? Stop in today. No appointment needed. You'll even earn 20 cents off per gallon using your Fuel Saver Plus card. Hy-Vee Drugstore, Ottumwa's favorite neighborhood drugstore.
Hi, I'm Jackie King, owner of TSD Embroidery, the Stitch Doctor. I just want to thank our customers as I know you have options. My staff and I truly appreciate your business. Not only are you supporting a locally owned business, you are supporting 3 different families, putting clothes on their children, paying bills, food on the table, and helping them reach their personal dreams. Shopping local truly means more than what people think. If you haven't stopped into the Stitch Doctor, I personally invite you. TSD Embroidery, the Stitch Doctor, 115 East Main Street, downtown Ottumwa. Thank you for shopping local.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
We continue with the Vice Transmission halftime show. Visit Vice Transmission online at viceautomotive.com. Your halftime score, Ottumwa trailing Johnston 35-0. 0. Bulldog football also brought to you by Mark and the team at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, now with new set hours to better serve you. Check out their Facebook page for updated weekly fun and specials. Champion Bowl, where bowling is fun. A look at the first half stats, again, my unofficial stats for Ottumwa. Not a lot to write home about, unfortunately. The Bulldogs, 20 rushing yards, 7 passing yards, only 27 total yards. Individually, Gage Cole has 4 carries for 15 yards. Mitch Wood has 5 carries for 9 yards. Kai Glosser, 5 carries for 6 yards. Colt McKinnon, 1 carry, -2 yards. And Adam Deniston, 3 carries, -8 yards. The 2 negative carries he has were sacks. Receiving, Blaze Rominger, 1 catch for 7 yards. And Deniston passing 1 of 6 for those 7 yards. Ottumwa has not turned the ball over. That's encouraging. But they just have not been able to find many yards at all against a Johnston defense that, quite frankly, is one of the best in Class 4A. We knew this would be a tough game going in. Johnston hasn't allowed a point now in at least 10 quarters. They've shut out their last 2 opponents, and Ottumwa sitting with a 0 on the board here at halftime. 35-0 is the score. We'll take another 3-minute timeout on the Vice Transmission halftime show. Come back and take a look at the opponent's stats on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Gullet Fence, we're dedicated to providing top-of-the-line fencing services.
Family owned and operated, the experts at Gullet Fence work with residential and commercial property owners throughout the southeast Iowa area. Whether you're interested in privacy, protection, or aesthetics, we offer and install a variety of fence styles and finishes to meet your needs, as well as gate operators and baseball backstops. When you think fence, think Gullet Fence.
Nothing says summer like hitting the open road. Get your vehicle summer driving ready. Cruising to work with the windows open and the convertible top down, going to the local fairs, or taking your much-needed holiday on the open road. Ray's Rapid Lube and Car Wash can get your car summer driving ready. Oil changes to the touchless car wash. Quick car wash to the super car wash. Ray fits in your budget so you can put more in your tank. Ray's Rapid Lube, 301 North Madison in Ottumwa.
With the kids in school, it's time to do something for me. So I picked up the phone and called Bliss. The girls knew exactly how to get my spunk back. First the color, cut, and then my nails. I definitely needed some me time.
The season is changing, and now is a time for a new you. At Bliss, now is the time to try Aveda's new diverse colors, giving you textures. New to Bliss's nails. Make a reservation for a complete new you. Bliss, your local Aveda salon at West 3rd Street in Ottumwa and 105 North Main in Fairfield.
At Dixon's Floors & More, we don't mind being different, as long as the difference is better. With hundreds of brands to choose from, including the largest manufacturers in the industry, we transform the volume of products we carry into lower prices for you. Don't start your project without starting at Dixon's Floors & More.
Mention you saw this video and receive 5% off your entire purchase at Dixon's Floors & More in Ottumwa.
Hi, this is Danielle from Danny's Auto Supply in Ottumwa. I'd like to personally invite you to come see us for all of your auto parts needs. We are the only locally owned parts store in town, and we offer the lowest prices on most products. We stock all the major brands like Moog, Ray Bestis, Baldwin, and Dayco, just to name a few. Stop in and see me and our friendly team at Danny's Auto Supply next to Dollar General on East Main Street in Ottumwa. Or just give us a call at 682-8097, and don't forget to like us on Facebook.
Hi, I'm Mark Frimeware, new owner of Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, Iowa. Leagues are now forming, so call us at Champion Bowl to join the fun. We have new hours to better serve you. We are open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to midnight, and noon to 10 every Sunday. If you just want to hang out in the lounge, we have a full bar and a great menu. Make sure and like us on Facebook for weekly fun and special at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, where bowling is fun.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wait now we up now. And when we touch down,
The Vice Transmission halftime show continues. Visit Vice Transmission online at viceautomotive.com. Johnston leading Ottumwa at half, 35-0. This is where we check the stats for the opposing team, and for the Dragons, they've been impressive. 192 yards on the ground, another 123 through the air, 315 total yards. for the Dragons. Individually, Quincy Hale has just 3 carries for 70 yards. 2 carries for 80 yards. He had a 60-yard touchdown run second snap of the game, or second snap offensively for Johnston in the game. The quarterback, Noah Stortz, has 10 carries for 78 yards. Brady Hovey has 3 carries for 22 yards, and Jordan Rush has 3 carries for 12 yards. Receiving for Johnston, Cale Nesheim has 3 catches for 55 yards and 2 touchdowns. Lute Woodley has 2 catches for 19 yards. Jordan Rush, 1 catch, 25 yards. Tyler Moore, 1 catch, 19 yards and a touchdown. Quincy Hale, 1 catch for 5 yards. And the quarterback Stortz through the air, 8 of 11, 123 yards and 3 touchdown passes. The 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 belongs to Hale, the other belongs to the quarterback Stortz. So he has accounted for 4 of the 5 Johnston scores in this game. So the Bulldogs trail at the half 35-0. We'll wrap up the Vice Transmission halftime show. Let's take a 2-minute timeout, and we'll come back with the second half on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Uh-oh. Looks like it's time to bring your vehicle into Gordy's Auto on Madison Avenue. Let Steve or one of his certified mechanics diagnose your car or truck's problems and get you back on the road. Just because your car started this morning doesn't mean it's not time for a checkup. Let them change the oil or perform other preventative maintenance to keep your vehicle running smooth. Stop in and see Steve at Gordy's on Madison Avenue, just before the Rock and Roll Dairy Bar. Call for an appointment and like him on Facebook.
Introducing Low Price Lockdown at Hy-Vee. We're locking down prices on hundreds of your favorite everyday items. Prices are locked down for months and months on major leading name brands. The products that you like, the products that you want, and products that you'll want to stock up on. And all of the prices are locked down until we unlock them and lower them even more. Low Price Lockdown, only at Hy-Vee.
Ooh.
Hi, AJ.
Bike needs some work.
Need a ride? Give 1015 Transit a call. Rates are as low as $2 each way inside Ottumwa city limits. And we serve 10 counties in southeast Iowa. 1015 Transit. Transportation where you need to go.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I ain't choose the gang chose me.
Getting ready for the start of the second half. Bulldog football, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ. Brought to you by Hy-Vee Drug Store on the corner of Jefferson and Pennsylvania for all your groceries, wine and spirits, and pharmacy needs. Remember, the pharmacy also does flu shots, so call or go in for yours today. Hy-Vee Drug Store, proud sponsor of the Ottumwa Bulldogs. Bulldog football also brought to you by Gullet Fence in Ottumwa for all your quality fencing needs. When you think fence, think Gullet Fence. And by Ray's Rapid Lube and Car Wash. Quality oil changes and a touch-free car wash. Ray's Rapid Lube and Car Wash on the corner of Vine and Madison in Ottumwa. Johnston 35, Ottumwa nothing at the half. If the Bulldogs do find the end zone tonight, every Bulldog touchdown this season is brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance on Church Street in Ottumwa. Johnston will receive the second half kickoff. And because Ottumwa was down 35 points, a running clock will be in effect to start the second half. Ottumwa can get the clock back to normal timing rules if they can get the deficit under 35 points. So if you're Ottumwa, what you want to do is get a stop, get the ball back, go down and score. I know it's easier said than done, especially against a Johnston defense. It is the best defense we have seen so far this season. For your Ottumwa, you just got to keep plugging. Coach Goodvin has said it more than once. Don't look at the scoreboard. Don't pay any attention to that. You've got to go out and try to win each play. Do your job win that play, then try to win the next play, try to win the next play. Ottumwa's got to keep its focus on the immediate task at hand.
To kick off for the Bulldogs.
Right now that task is kicking off, and Jesus Jaime will kick it away. Bulldogs kicking it left to right as we look at it.
Number 11, Jordan Rush.
Here to open the second half.
Johnston.
Jordan Rush is the deep man for the Dragons. He's standing at his own 5-yard line. Ball teed up on the 40 on the right hash. Jesus ready to go. Kicks it end over end towards the sideline. That's going to go out of bounds. That's not how Ottumwa wanted to start the second half. A kickoff out of bounds will give Johnston the ball at its own 35-yard line, first down and 10.
Kickoff goes
Johnston
out of bounds.
had 6 possessions in the first half. They scored touchdowns on 5 of them.
35-yard line.
They were a little prone to penalties, and one of them ended up helping Ottumwa get a stop, but the Dragons have carved out a lot of big plays. And that big offensive line didn't have a chance to run it down pregame. Maybe we'll take a look at it here in a moment. Slot man in motion on first down, and it's a give to Jordan Rush, and he cuts it back to the right. They reverse the flow, and he's got a big hole inside the 50 and down inside the 45-yard line.
63.
Ryan Slack finally got him on the ground. Good to see Ryan back healthy. He went through concussion protocol a couple of weeks ago. That is a 22-yard run for Jordan Rush. Looked like an end around, but he took the handoff, stopped, and went back to the right. Again, 2 wide left, 2 wide right on first down. H-back on the right side. Stort's in the shotgun by himself. Wants to throw out quickly, and it is caught. And inside the 35, down about the 33. And actually, that may not be Stort's. That's the backup quarterback, Ben Brooks. 6'2", 170, a senior.
Pass is complete.
Pass was caught by Lute Woodley.
To Lute Woodley. First and 10, Johnston.
And he picked up
the 33.
10 yards down to the 33. Again, 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Slot man in motion right to left. Play action rolling out to the right is Brooks. He's got a man wide open in the flat to the 30, 25, 20, and breaks a tackle, gets inside the 15, taken down about the 13. That catch was made by Matt Thompson, a junior.
Number 16, Matt Thompson.
So mark that down to the 14-yard line.
At the 14-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. So Johnston, and they may not want to risk Stort's in a game where they already have a 5-touchdown lead. So Brooks is the quarterback. Motions a back out to the left. They'll swing it out to him. That's caught in the flat, down to the 10, down to the 5, and into the end zone is Carter Pitts,
for a
the backup running back, and he has a Johnston touchdown. And that was awfully quick. A 14-yard touchdown pass makes it 41-0. Nick Nyron again will try the extra point. And it is good. 10:05 to go in the third. Ottumwa down 42-0. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
This is Jana Brumbaugh, broker and real estate agent at Homegate Real Estate in Ottumwa. Fall is a great time to buy or sell a home. Check out this property at 14383 Copperhead Road. This spacious home with a finished lower level sits on almost 12 acres just south of Ottumwa. This property features a pool, stables, pond, and a machine shed with a heated workshop. Check out this property today. If you'd like to work with an agent that works hard for you, find me, Jana Brumbaugh, on HomegateSoutheastIowa.com, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate website.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate.
This is Jana Brumbaugh, broker and real estate agent at Homegate Real Estate in Ottumwa.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on
Adults. Southern Iowa Mental Health Center at 1527 Albia Road in Ottumwa, accepting most insurance plans, including Medicare and Medicaid. Johnston kicking it back to Ottumwa, now leading 42-0. High end over end kick that will be into the end zone for a touchback. And Ottumwa will take over at their own 20 with 10:05 to go in the third. Obviously, the football game not going the way we would like, but something that is more important. I wish I'd written the exact number down. Maybe
20, first and 10 for the Bulldogs at that spot.
You know, Annie, I'm going to do something a little different here. Could you run next door? They announced how much money they raised for the family of that kid. Would you check that number, please? It was over $1,000. And so we'll get that number for you in a moment. I want the exact number, but the Bulldog and Johnston fans have really come through tonight. If you missed that story, we'll give you a synopsis here in a moment. First down snap, Denniston gives it on the end around to Colton McKinnon. He finds some room out across the 25 and gets it to the 26-yard line, a gain of 6 on first down for Colton McKinnon. The story briefly, Dominic Reedburn, a player for Des Moines East, a football player for Des Moines East, was killed in a car accident last Saturday. Tragic loss for the East family, and for anybody who loves high school football in this state. Is on second down, a give to the wingback around left side, and the Bulldogs have a first down. That is Gage Cole on the carry.
Cole
out across the 30 to the 33. That's a gain of 7.
First and 10 for the Bulldogs at the 33-yard line.
And we'll get back to the story in a moment after this play. Ottumwa's quick to the line, double wing formation. Hand off to the fullback. I think that's Mitch Wood out across the 35 to the 36.
Wood is the ball carrier.
Johnston has some second string players in there now.
Gain of 3 on the play.
3 yards for Mitch Wood.
And 7 at the 36.
And recapping the story, 16-year-old Dominic Reedburn, Des Moines East varsity football player, wide receiver, killed in a car accident last weekend. And so Ottumwa tonight had a Des Moines East helmet. They passed the hat around the stadium in the second quarter as there's a handoff, I believe, to Gage Cole off left side for a couple.
Gage Cole is a ball carrier, brought down by.
It'll be third down and about 5 for Ottumwa here. But they passed the hat to raise money for the young man's family. And they just announced that the Bulldog and Dragon fans raised $1,390 that will be donated to the family of Dominic Reedburn. So that is an amazing effort. And I want to compliment the fans of both teams that are here tonight. Is on third down, Gage Cole takes the end around from his wingback spot and gets a first down. He's across midfield into Johnston territory.
By number 12, Max Nielsen.
That's a gain of 15 for Gage Cole.
First and 10 Bulldogs at the Johnston 47.
When we were in the halftime break, I saw a picture from Des Moines East. They're hosting Waukee tonight. Everybody there is wearing T-shirts in memory of the young man. A great tribute to him is on first down play action, and Denniston under heavy pressure, and he'll be sacked for a loss of 2.
Denniston, the ball carrier.
Second down and 12.
Brought down by number 68.
But again, no matter what the final score of our game turns out to be, the thing I'm going to take away is that the crowd that came here tonight, both the Ottumwa fans and the Johnston fans who came down, raised over nearly $1,400 for the family of Dominic Reedburn, again, the Des Moines East football player who was killed in a car accident last weekend. We'll see Des Moines East here in a couple of weeks, and I'm sure we'll have another tribute to a young man who was, by all accounts, a fine young man when East is here in a couple of weeks. Second down and 12. A give to McKinnon around the left side. He is hit at the 50 and driven back.
Brought down by
he got back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And it is third down and 12. Ottumwa had something going on this drive, but a negative play to start, then no yardage, and all of a sudden you're behind the chains. Third down and 12. The ball sitting at the Johnston 49. First time Ottumwa's been into Johnston territory tonight. Ottumwa needs to get it to the 37. 6:20 and counting third quarter. You got to think this is 4-down territory. Nothing to lose at this point. Down 42-0. Dennison to pass, throws it out in the flat. It's caught. Breaking a tackle and getting the first down is Andrew Cole. He's inside the 35 down to the 33-yard line.
Andrew Cole.
They threw for about half the distance knowing they would go for it on fourth down, and then Cole said, well, forget that. I'm going to get it myself. He's down to the 32. That's a gain of 17 through the air for Andrew Cole. I don't think Andrew had a catch coming into this game. Bulldogs changing some personnel here. Still have 15 to get the snap off. First and 10 Bulldogs from the Johnston 32. Too wide to the right, offset backs. Denniston the snap, but we've got movement, and looks like a false start on Ottumwa.
False start.
Well, that's not what the Bulldogs wanted here. Again, the running clock in effect, or it should be. They stopped the clock there for the penalty. I didn't think you were supposed to do that. No, they wind the clock. Maybe you are supposed to stop it while the official calls a penalty and marks off the yardage. Now Ottumwa will bring the speed package back onto the field as Gage Cole and Matt Gravy depart. Andrew Cole and Kai Glosser come on. I'm not saying Gage is slow, but you take the fullback off and you bring in a formation, let you have 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Low snap, Denniston picks it up. He's going to have to scramble. He's got some room to the 35, to the 30, puts his head down and runs a man over to get down to the 27-yard line. Adam Denniston running with purpose.
Brought down by number 12, Max Nielsen.
A gain of 10 on the play.
Out to the 27-yard line.
And that'll set up a third down. Pardon me, a second down. Second down at about 6. 4.5 to go, third quarter. Again, with the running clock in effect, but we really haven't had many plays where a clock would have otherwise stopped. I formation. Denniston with the snap. A give to Cole, the tailback in the eye. Breaking tackles inside the 20, makes a cut, and he's wrapped up at about the 16-yard line. Gain of 11 for Gage Cole and another Bulldog first down.
Number 3, Kate.
No quit in these Bulldogs. Their first drive of the second half.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
And they give him the 15-yard line, make it a 12-yard run. Now can you finish this off? Remember, Johnston has not allowed a point the last 2 weeks. McKinnon goes wide left, Rominger wide right, backs in the eye, first down, handoff. Cole right side, he's to the 10, getting outside and knocked down right before he goes out of bounds. We'll see where they mark it. He's out at the 10, a gain of 5.
Godwin and
slicing outside off right tackle there. And they mark it just inside the 10.
2nd and 4 at the 9.
It's either 2nd and a long 4 or a short 5. Again, the I formation, single wide left. McKinnon is a wingback on the right. Play action. Denniston missed the handoff. Now he's going to follow Cole inside the 10, inside the 5, down to the 3, and it's 1st and goal. That was a broken play. And then Denniston turned it into a quarterback keeper. Cole was his lead blocker. Gets 7 yards, and it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Ottumwa at the 3. Bulldogs down 42-0, but trying to answer that Johnston score that began the second half with a score of their own. I formation. There's a snap, a give to Cole, trying to bounce it outside, spun down, and he only got a yard to the 2. 2nd down and goal.
Down by number 23, J.T.
Well, you just get the feeling these last couple of yards might be like pulling teeth.
2nd and goal at the 2.
Play signaled in from the sidelines by offensive line coach Brett Cancelar. Double wing formation this time. There's a snap. Give to the fullback, Wood. He bulls his way into the end zone for a Bulldog touchdown. And Ottumwa gets on the board here in the third quarter. And they shoot off the cannon with 2:15 to go in the third. That's an impressive drive for Ottumwa, 80 yards. I know Johnston had a lot of second stringers on there, but as deep as Johnson is, those second stringers are pretty good.
Number 1, Brian Carapia.
Brian Carapia will try the extra point. High snap, but Denniston gets it down. The kick is up, and it is good. 2:15 to go third quarter. Bulldogs on the board, down 42-7. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
Watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Who gon' stop us now? Who gon' stop us now? Who gon' stop us now?
Goes 80 yards in 14 plays. Mitch Wood finishes off the long drive with a 2-yard touchdown run. That is Mitch's second touchdown of the season. The drive took 7 minutes and 50 seconds. Bulldogs on the board. Johnston had shut out its previous two opponents. That does not happen to Ottumwa tonight. They trail 42-7. Brian Carapia will take this kickoff. I believe this will be his first kickoff of the season. Jesus Jaime has done most of the kickoffs, and Jose Yepes has done a few. But Carapia will get his first kickoff try here. Approaches the ball. And it's an onside kick, and Johnston falls on it in midfield. Well, nothing to lose if you're Ottumwa.
Kick is recovered by number 68, Jacob
But Johnston will have it at the midfield stripe. First down and 10.
At the 50.
Clock didn't start there. It probably should have. (42-7). It's still a 35-point deficit for Ottumwa, so the running clock should still be in effect. But they still haven't started it. And the backup quarterback is in there. Ben Brooks gets a snap, gives it on the end around, and breaking a tackle, getting to the edge down to the 45, and then hit from behind and taken down inside the 40 is Vincent Cresta Jr.
Is the ball carrier.
Well, I thought for a second Ottumwa was going to get him in the backfield, but he got free, and they mark him at the 39, a gain of 11.
Bulldogs.
First down, Johnston.
First and 10 for Johnston at the Ottumwa 39-yard line.
They still have some starters in there. Luke Woodley is a starting wideout. He's on the left. Backup running back in there, Carter Pitts, who scored their last touchdown. He goes in motion to the right. This could be a swing pass. Now they fake it out. They go deep down the middle and breaking open. And making the catch is Cresta. Ottumwa caught up to him. The ball a bit underthrown. They get him down, but not before he's down to about the 13-yard line.
Number 7, Andrew
Indeed,
Cole.
mark it at the 13.
On the stop.
A gain of 26.
First and 10 for Johnston.
First and 10, Johnston. And if you're thinking, well, boy, they're throwing deep when they're up 42-7. Ottumwa did just try an onside kick, so both these teams just out there still competing. Man in motion, and they will fake the handoff on the end around and give it to the running back instead, and trying to pick his way through.
Number 34
is Gage Selvey, a junior. And he is taken down inside the 10, down to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Gain is down to the 8-yard line.
Second down and 5 from the 8.
Second and about
4. 30 seconds left in the quarter. Johnston will have to snap it once more. Again, Brooks in the shotgun. 2 wide to the short side, 1 to the wide side. Now the slot man in motion. And it's his own read quarterback keeper. Brooks up the middle inside the 5. Tackled shy of the goal line. And shy of a first down, he's down to the 4, gain of 4.
Andrew Cole and Andy
And
Palma.
that looks like it'll be the final play of the third quarter. Johnston with 3rd and 1 coming up, leading Ottumwa 42-7 as we go to the fourth quarter on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Stop in to RJ Performance and check out their huge selection of all the toys you want, including an awesome showroom for Polaris, Indian, Yamaha, and now Roxers. They also have a huge inventory of new and quality pre-owned bikes, including Harley-Davidson motorcycles. Looking for off-road fun? They have that too, with a huge selection of new and used off-road vehicles. You work hard? It's time to join the fun with a visit to RJ Performance today, where they sell fun and excitement for all.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate.
3rd and 1 at the
Start of the fourth quarter. Johnston 3rd down and 1 from the Ottumwa 4, leading 42-7. Man in motion, right to left, snap back to Brooks, and he gives it to the running back, and he's hit in the backfield and tackled for a loss.
34, Selvey.
The carry went to Selvey, and he was stopped by Brody Slack.
54, Brody Slack.
That is a loss of 2 on the play. Brings up fourth down, and it looks like they're going to try a field goal. Nick Nyron is 0 for 4 on field goal tries this year. He's made all but one of his PATs, but 0 for 4 from trying a field goal. This is only about a 22-yarder. Kick is up, and it is good.
Kick is good.
So with 11:21 to go in the fourth quarter, Nick Nyron hits a 22-yard field goal, and Johnston leads 45-7. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Introducing Low Price Lockdown at Hy-Vee. We're locking down prices on hundreds of your favorite everyday items. Prices are locked down for months and months on major leading name brands. The products that you like, the products that you want, and products that you'll want to stock up on. And all of the prices are locked down until we unlock them and lower them even more. Low Price Lockdown, only at Hy-Vee.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
McKinnon and Delahoy.
That may be the first made field goal we've seen in an Ottumwa football game all year. I'd have to double check. It's a 22-yarder, and it gives Johnston a 45-7 lead. Kickoff taken by Colt McKinnon, gets left side, and he slowed down before he got to the 20. That was a mistake as he was bowled over at about the 18-yard line. So that's where Ottumwa will take over first down and 10, trailing 45-7. And there will be under 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter when the Bulldogs snap the ball.
At the 18-yard line.
Bulldogs still have Denniston in there at quarterback. They'll send 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Adam. And Johnson jumped offside just as Denniston was about to take the snap. I don't think he was drawn off. Yep, encroachment. Called on the Dragons. So first down and 5, move it out to the 23-yard line.
Penalty, 1st and 5 for the Bulldogs at the 23.
Tom will now spread it out. 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Denniston in the shotgun. Gets the snap, back to pass. Throws it over the middle on the slant, and a sliding catch on his knees. Nice catch by Blaze Rominger out to the 35-yard line, and that's a Bulldog first down.
1st and 10,
gain of 13 on the play. Tight window there, and Denniston threw that in about the only spot where it would get through clean, and Rominger did a nice job of adjusting, going down to his knees, and making a nice catch. 1st and 10 Bulldogs from the 35. Wide out to either side, 2 backs in the backfield. Denniston in the shotgun, wants to throw again. Pump fake, and didn't have time to get rid of it. He is sacked. Back inside the 30. Ian Dolan in on that sack.
90, Ian Dolan.
His first of the year, mark it at the 29. A loss of 4.
Losses back to the 29.
Pardon me, loss of 6.
Brings up second
down and 16. Rominger wide left. Wide right, tight end H-back on the right. Now they both shift over to the left, I formation. And a pitch play to the right for Cole. Needs a block on the corner. He got it, turns up to the 30, and gets across the 35 before he's run out of bounds, I believe. We'll see where they mark him. And
run out of bounds by number 38, Drew.
And they maybe only gave him the 33-yard line. I thought he had more than that. It's a gain of 4.
Gain is up to the
sets up 3rd down and 12.
3rd and 12 at the 33.
8:48 and counting fourth quarter. This could be 4-down territory. Double wing formation. Dennison with the snap. Gives it to Cole, trying to come around the left side, and just nothing there that time. Looks like he lost a yard back to the 32. And it's 4th down and 13.
By number 72, Jackson Mueller, and 43, Damian Landreth.
And Ottumwa,
loss of a yard.
If it was 4th and medium, they might have gone for it. 4th and 13, they'll bring the punt unit out. Back to receive is Vincent Cresta this
Jaime,
time.
punt for the Bulldogs.
Jaime gets the punt, or the snap, and gets the punt away. High wobbler taken at the 28, makes one man miss to the left of the 30 and stumbles to the 35. And Ottumwa may be a little bit fortunate there. If Cresta doesn't lose his feet, he might have had a lot more room.
Brought down by
They'll mark it at the 35-yard line of Johnston. First down and 10. Rolling clock, under 8 minutes to go. Bulldogs down 45-7. Bulldog football brought to you by Loctronics for commercial or residential, providing custom keys, safes, and alarm systems. Office hours are 7:30 to 12:30, and then Luke is mobile. Loctronics at 907 Church Street in Ottumwa. Ben Brooks is still the quarterback. He's got a back on his right hip, an H-back to his right, two wide to the right, one to the left. They kind of reset themselves, and there's a snap. Play action thrown out in the flat. It is caught by Cresta at the 40. Delahoy pushes him back. Cresta trying to fight forward. And they're going to mark him at the 40. He was pushed back to the 38, then he fought forward to the 39, and they give him the 40. If you get pushed back but then go forward again, he should be down at the 39, not the 40. Not that I expect these officials to know how to spot a ball.
2nd and 5 at the 40.
2nd down and 5 for Johnston. Two wide left, one to the right. H-back on the right as well. Brooks surveys the field. Gets the snap. And a pitch play to the left, and two players went after the quarterback. No one went after the tailback. That's Selvey. He's into the clear all the way to the 39 of Ottumwa before he's finally dragged down.
Brought down by
that was an option play, and Ottumwa had two players in the backfield. If each of them takes one guy, they stop the play, but they both went at the quarterback,
at the Bulldog
and the
39.
pitch got Selvey loose for 21 yards. 1st and 10 Dragons at the Ottumwa 39, 6:08 and counting. 45-7 Johnston. Two wide to the right this time. Brooks will get the snap. Swing pass out to the right. Wide open at the 40. Trying to cut back inside to the 35. And dragging tacklers down to the 32-yard line is Carson Love, a sophomore wideout.
Brought down
and that
by
is a gain
Kate Hoagland and 7
of 7.
Andrew Cole.
Hoagland and Cole in on the stop.
2nd and 3 at the 32.
2nd down and 3 for the Dragons. Again, two wide right, one to the left. Bulldogs will shift some players over to the right side of their defense. They fake the end around, quarterback keeper up the middle. Brooks is hit hard by Colton Carnahan, but not before he got inside the 30 and picked up a 1st down.
Brought down by Carnahan.
Needed 4 yards and got those 4 yards down to the 29.
1st and 10 Johnston at the Bulldog 29.
Johnston another 1st down, 4:55 and counting. At this point, not sure if Ottumwa will get the ball back or not. The running clock, about the only thing that would stop it would be a score. Slot man in motion, there's a snap and a give on the end around, and he's got room down to the 25 and taken down inside
86.
the 20 or near the 20. That carry went to number 86, who is not on our roster. Down to the 21, a gain of 8, so they didn't say he got inside the 20, marked him down outside of it. 2nd down and 2 coming up. Johnston going deep into its bench now. Might have been a freshman there who carried that ball. Brooks gets the snap, handoff to Selvey up the middle, has room to the 15, cuts outside to the 10, breaks a tackle, he's down to the 5-yard line. Gain of 16 on the play for Gage Selvey.
1st and goal for Johnston.
Johnston now 1st and goal at the 5, and Ottumwa may get it back simply because Johnston may put it in the end zone here. 45-7, and Johnston's reserves here looking for one more score. They are taking their time. Just that same formation, two wide right, one to the left. H-back on the left, single tailback to the right hip of Ben Brooks, the quarterback. Gets a snap. Play action, throws into the end zone on the slant. Incomplete.
Brooks
Intended
pass.
for Cresta and Dominic Delahoy with the breakup.
Delahoy on the coverage.
Second down and goal from the 5.
Second and goal at
Again,
the 5.
running clock in effect, so we're going to head under 3 minutes to go. Next week, we're on the road for the third and final game of the triple purple test. We've faced Indianola, we've faced Johnston. Next week, we go face a top 10 team in Waukee. 2 wide right, 1 to the left, second and goal, Johnston from the Ottumwa 5. There's a snap, option to the right. Pitch is bobbled, but Selby picks it up, dives for the end zone. He is down. He is not in the end zone. Knee was down first at the 1 yard line.
Selby runs it down.
Third down and goal from the 1. That option pitch was dropped by Selby, but it came right back to him. If that squirts away, maybe Ottumwa gets a turnover. 2 wide left, 1 to the right. Bulldogs crowd the line on 3rd and goal. Snap back to Brooks. Hand off to Selby. He's hit in the backfield by Kai Glosser. He will lose 2 yards. Bulldogs were not going to let him in there. Or no, that's Carnahan, pardon me, 24.
And Glosser.
Glosser was in there as well.
Lost back.
And now it is 4th and goal from the 3. Johnston kicked a short field goal last time they were in this situation. Minute 45 to go. Looks like this time the Dragons will go for it. 2 wide left, 1 to the right. H-back on the left. Running back on the left hip of Brooks. That's Selby, the running back. And a false start by Johnston, I believe. And that'll move him back to 4th and goal from the 8.
On Johnston.
Will the Dragons still go for it? No, they will. They'll just have a different player send in another play. Thought maybe they'd give their field goal kicker another opportunity, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 8, and this could be a big boost for Ottumwa's confidence. You get a stop right here. 2 wide left, 1 to the right. Now they motion the back out to the left. Swing pass out to the left, and it's incomplete. And even if he'd caught it, there were 4 Bulldogs who were ready for Selby.
Incomplete.
And Johnston will turn it over on downs.
Downs.
Ottumwa may or may not get a snap off here with the running clock. Trailing 45-7, ball sitting on the 8 yard line. They will have to snap it one time. 2 wide left, 2 wide right. See if we chuck it up here just for kicks. Denniston back to pass. Yeah, they want the deep ball for Cole. Oh, overthrown, incomplete.
Denniston's pass intended
and
for
if that's in stride, Gage Cole probably takes it all the way to the end zone. And that'll be the final play of the game.
Johnston 45.
Someone went for it, folks, and that pass is on target. It's about a 92-yard touchdown. But the final score, Johnston 45 and Ottumwa 7. We will take 3 minutes, come back, and give you the Bulldog postgame show on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Berry Patch IT Services has moved. That's right, we are making it more convenient as we are now located in downtown Ottumwa at 313 East Main Street. We now have a bigger building, which means better selection of laptops, desktops, printers, keyboards, and many other accessories on various makes and models. Maybe you need something fixed or an upgrade, or we want to customize your computer. Just stop in for a free estimate. I ask the questions you don't think of. Stop in to Berry Patch IT Services today at our new location at 313 East Main Street in Ottumwa.
Ooh.
Hi, AJ.
Bike needs some work.
Need a ride? Give 1015 Transit a call. Rates are as low as $2 each way inside Ottumwa city limits. And we serve 10 counties in southeast Iowa. 1015 Transit. Transportation where you need to go.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
This is Janet Brumbaugh, broker and real estate agent at Homegate Real Estate in Ottumwa. Fall is a great time to buy or sell a home. Check out this listing at 45 Brookwood. You'll find this real log cabin, 4-bedroom, 3 full bath home on a small acreage in one of Ottumwa's nicest neighborhoods. Open concept with vaulted ceilings, skylights, and 4 seasons room with a finished walkout lower level. If you'd like to work with an agent that works hard for you, find me, Janet Brumbaugh, on HomegateSoutheastIowa.com, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate website.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
Stop in to RJ Performance and check out their huge selection of all the toys you want, including an awesome showroom for Polaris, Indian, Yamaha, and now Roxers. They also have a huge inventory of new and quality pre-owned bikes, including Harley-Davidson motorcycles. Looking for off-road fun? They have that too, with a huge selection of new and used off-road vehicles. You work hard? It's time to join the fun with a visit to RJ Performance today, where they sell fun and excitement for all.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Welcome into the Bulldog postgame show. Ottumwa High Football, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and a live video stream at OttumwaRadioSports.com. Ottumwa falls to Johnston tonight by a final of 45-7. Scoring summary for you. Johnston scored twice in the first quarter. Quincy Hale, a 60-yard touchdown run with 9:30 to go in the quarter, made it 7-0. And then their starting quarterback, Noah Stortz, who only played a half, he had a 4-yard touchdown run at the 4:47 mark that made it 14-0. In the second quarter, Stortz threw a 9-yard touchdown pass to Kale Niesheim to make it 21-0 at the 8:35 mark of the second quarter. Stortz hit Niesheim again, this time for a 39-yard touchdown pass with 5:25 to go in the second quarter, made it 28-0. And then with only 22 seconds to go in the half, Stortz found Tyler Moore for a 19-yard touchdown pass, and that made it 35-0 Johnston at the half. The Dragons got the ball to start the second half, went right down and scored again. The backup quarterback, Ben Brooks, a 14-yard touchdown pass to backup running back Carter Pitts to make it 42-0. But then Ottumwa got things going. They went 80 yards in 14 plays, and Mitch Wood scored on a 2-yard touchdown run with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the third to make it 42-7. Johnston would add a field goal by Nick Nyron, a 22-yard field goal with 11:21 to go. That was the final tally of the game as Johnston wins it 45-7. Ottumwa falls to 1-5, 0-2 in district play. Johnston now 4-2. They are 2-0 in the district. We will take another 3-minute timeout and continue the Bulldog postgame show on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
Oh yeah, you just did it. You locked your keys in the car. You thought they were in your pocket. Got distracted. That feeling you've got in the pit of your stomach? The keys are still in the ignition. You don't have a spare. You never took the time to have one made. Now, you have the cost of someone getting into your vehicle too. Don't let this be you. Make a spare key today, as it will save you not only a headache in the future, but time and money. Locktronics, commercial to residential, serving all of Southeast Iowa from 907 Church Street in Ottumwa.
Finally got me, Ben.
What's that, Rick?
The Clark Street crater, the mother of all potholes. For decades, it's tormented the people of this town. They try to fill it but it always returns. Got me good.
But you know State Farm's got you too.
Yeah? You hear that? You ain't nothing!
Are you trash talking a pothole?
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Ooh.
Hi, AJ.
Bike needs some work.
Need a ride? Give 1015 Transit a call. Rates are as low as $2 each way inside Ottumwa city limits. And we serve 10 counties in southeast Iowa. 1015 Transit. Transportation where you need to go.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
This is Janet Brumbaugh, broker and real estate agent at Homegate Real Estate in Ottumwa. Fall is a great time to buy or sell a home. Check out this property at 1210 East Court. This ranch-style home is a rare find on Ottumwa's north side. This home features a beautiful sunroom, walkout lower level, and fenced-in backyard in a perfect location. Home is being offered with a 1-year warranty. If you'd like to work with an agent that works hard for you, find me, Janet Brumbaugh, on HomegateSoutheastIowa.com, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate website.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
The Bulldog postgame show continues on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and the live video stream at AttumwaRadioSports.com. Bulldog football brought to you by Jim Carnahan, State Farm Insurance, providing insurance and financial services with 2 locations to better serve you. Jim Carnahan, State Farm Insurance on Richmond Avenue in Ottumwa and on South Madison in Bloomfield. By David and Debbie Truitt, owners of Truitt Abstract Company in Ottumwa. They're proud sponsors and supporters of the Ottumwa Bulldogs. And by Gordy's Auto Repair on Madison Avenue in Ottumwa for all your auto maintenance and repairs. Gordy's Auto, another proud sponsor of the Ottumwa Bulldogs. Ottumwa falls to Johnston tonight, 45-7. We'll take a look at the Ottumwa stat sheet again, unofficial, as I've kept it up here in the press box. Numbers got better in the second half with that touchdown drive. And the final totals I have for Ottumwa, 92 rushing yards, 37 passing, 129 total yards. Individually, Gage Cole, 12 rushes for 60 yards. Mitch Wood, 7 carries, 14 yards, and a touchdown. Colton McKinnon, 3 carries for 4 yards. Kai Glosser, 5 carries for 6 yards. Adam Denniston, 7 carries for 1 yard. Receiving, Blaze Rominger, 2 catches, 20 yards. Andrew Cole, 1 catch for 17 yards. Denniston finishing 3 of 9 for 37 yards. One good note, Ottumwa did not have a turnover tonight. No interceptions thrown, no fumbles lost. So that's a good number on the Ottumwa stat sheet. So the Bulldogs fall 45-7. And Bulldog, we also do need to tell you, by the way, that one Bulldog touchdown, like all Bulldog touchdowns, was brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance on Church Street in Ottumwa. Bulldog football brought to you all season long by Cole Palace Cafe and Books on West Main Street in Ottumwa, by the Train Depot with quality gourmet food selections, by R&K Body Pros on 2nd Street, 2 blocks west of the high school here in Ottumwa for reasonably priced, quality auto body work, paint jobs, and insurance quotes. R&K Body Pros, a local business putting people first. And by People's State Bank of Ottumwa and Albia, proud sponsors of the Ottumwa Bulldogs. People's State Bank, people you know, people you trust. Visit peoplesioiowa.com. We'll take one more time out here. This is a 3.5-minute break, and then we'll be back to wrap up the night and tell you what's coming up next week on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Rhinus Jewelers, the diamond professionals at 405 Church Street in South Ottumwa. We carry diamonds in all different sizes, shapes, and qualities. Add this to the fact that we mount our own diamonds right here and you have a ring of your dreams. Whether you want white gold or yellow gold, round, princess, marquise, pear, or oval diamond, we can create that perfect ring. Check us out on Facebook. Rhinus Jewelers, the diamond professionals at 405 Church Street in South Ottumwa.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
Talking with someone about suicide or suicidal thoughts can be hard, but it is sometimes a necessary conversation to have. If you're concerned about someone you've noticed a drastic change in behavior in, ask the person directly if they are considering suicide. Research shows that asking the person directly helps the suicidal person feel at ease and less alone. For more information, please call Southern Iowa Mental Health Center at 641-682-8772.
Hi, this is Kevin Kness, President and CEO of People's State Bank of Albia and Ottumwa. Here at People's State Bank, it is our priority to give you the best banking experience possible. We have products and services to fit all your financial needs. Stop in to either our Albia or Ottumwa location and talk to a local representative today or visit peoplesiowa.com. We hope to see you soon. People's State Bank of Albia and Ottumwa. People you know, people you trust. Visit peoplesiowa.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Ooh. Hi, AJ. Bike needs some work.
Need a ride? Give 1015 Transit a call. Rates are as low as $2 each way inside Ottumwa city limits. And we serve 10 counties in southeast Iowa. 1015 Transit. Transportation where you need to go.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
This is Jana Brumbaugh, broker and real estate agent at Homegate Real Estate in Ottumwa. Fall is a great time to buy or sell a home. Check out this property at 14383 Copperhead Road. This spacious home with a finished lower level sits on almost 12 acres just south of Ottumwa. This property features a pool, stables, pond, and a machine shed with a heated workshop. Check out this property today. If you'd like to work with an agent that works hard for you, find me, Jana Brumbaugh, on HomegateSoutheastIowa.com, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate website.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
And welcome back to Schaefer Stadium one final time tonight as Ottumwa falls to Johnston by a score of 45-7. Bulldog football brought to you by Family First Chiropractic on 2nd Street in Ottumwa. Healthcare from a holistic approach, including multiple chiropractic techniques and physiotherapy to ensure patients achieve the best results. And by Rhina's Jewelers, the diamond professionals, diamonds and precious stones. Rhina's Jewelers listen to you so your design is unique. Rhina's Jewelers at 405 Church Street in Ottumwa. Our next broadcast of Ottumwa High football next Friday night, we're back out on the road to take on the Warriors of Waukee. That will be a 7 o'clock kick. Our last two games are 7:30. Next week is a 7 o'clock kick. We'll be on the air right around 6:45 here on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream at OttumwaRadiosports.com. I want to thank Bulldog head coach Brian Goodvin for helping us prepare for the broadcast tonight. Thanks to his assistant coaches, Brett Kanzelar and Kurt Hopkins, for appearing last night with us on the Lee's Photography Coach's Corner. I want to thank our video producer, Annie, doing a great job again tonight here next to me at Schaefer Stadium. And a big thank you to Kagan, doing a great job running the dials back at the KBIZ studios. I want to thank all of our sponsors as well. And then finally, I want to thank you, the fans, for tuning in tonight, because without your support of these broadcasts and of Ottumwa High Athletics, none of this would be possible. So thank you for tuning in to Bulldog Football on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and for watching the live video stream at OttumwaRadiosports.com. For all of us at the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network, I'm Jason Van Arkel. I'll talk to you next Friday night when the Bulldogs play at Waukee. Until then, good night, everybody.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.